The loudest person in the room is rarely the wealthiest. Modern hustle culture sells a specific idea. If you have money, everyone should know about it. You see it constantly. The new sports car on social media, the designer watch, the carefully staged vacation. The people posting these images think they are buying respect. They are actually taking out a billboard to advertise a target on their own back. Every public display of wealth acts as a beacon for resentment, attracting people who ask for favors, demand loans, or look to extract what was earned. Take the case of a Mumbai startup founder who recently hit a 100 crore valuation. He threw a massive party, invited everyone he knew, and loudly detailed his exact revenue figures and precise technical strategies. He thought he was celebrating his peak. 6 months later, his chief technology officer resigned, took that playbook, and launched a direct competitor. The 100 crore company collapsed entirely within 2 years.
His public performance provided a roadmap for his own destruction. By detailing assets and strategies to the world, he surrendered the leverage required to protect them. Long before social media existed, a political philosopher named Niccolò Machiavelli observed this exact human behavior. Over 500 years ago, he documented the strategies of the elite, the methods they used to build and protect massive fortunes. His observations were considered so dangerous to the established order that the church banned his writing and governments burned the copies. A core pillar of his philosophy is the survival difference between the lion and the fox. The lion is powerful, proud, and highly visible. Because everyone can see the lion, everyone knows exactly how to hunt it. The fox operates differently. It moves low to the ground, sticks to the shadows, and secures its prey without announcing its presence. Financial durability relies entirely on that fox-like approach. When your assets and strategies remain completely invisible to the public, no one knows how to attack them. This strategy of invisibility was perfected in the merchant hubs of Renaissance Florence. There was a textile trader named Francesco who hid massive profit margins in his very first year. Instead of upgrading his lifestyle, he kept his small, dark shop. He continued wearing his worn-out clothes. Whenever anyone asked how trade was going, he would shake his head and complain about a slow market and tight budgets. Because he looked like he was barely surviving, his competitors ignored him. His suppliers, feeling pity, actually offered him discounted rates. Without drawing a single ounce of envy, he quietly absorbed the market and became the largest textile merchant in the city. This tactic translates directly to a modern corporate environment. The person who projects massive intelligence and extreme competence rarely gets the reward they expect. Instead, they get burdened with everyone else's work. They become a threat to their managers and the prime target for office politics. Downplaying your success is a highly effective defensive moat. By actively controlling your image to appear utterly ordinary or even slightly struggling, you neutralize human envy and stop competitors from ever seeing you as a threat. True power belongs to the nameless financial entity, quietly funding and controlling the influencer with 5 million followers. The public face is just a tool. The person in the spotlight rarely holds the real leverage. Building your own version of this shadow empire requires creating multiple independent streams of income, while only ever admitting to the single most boring one. If you have a highly lucrative investment portfolio, keep it quiet. When people ask what you do, you just mention your standard, unremarkable day job. This applies to your network as well. Flashy connections bring unwanted attention. The most valuable relationships are built with the quiet professionals who operate behind the scenes, the accountants who never make headlines, the lawyers who avoid the media, the off-camera bankers. If your competitors don't know where your money comes from, and they don't know who you are aligned with, they have no leverage. An empire built in the shadows is indestructible, simply because there is nothing visible to tear down. During the Renaissance, wealthy families frequently constructed massive, ornate palazzos. They threw lavish celebrations to signal their dominance. Almost universally, those specific families went completely broke within 3 generations. This diagram breaks down the trap. On the left, we have a monument, an asset purely designed for display. Once acquired, it instantly becomes a liability that drains your resources through maintenance, taxes, and depreciation. Contrast that with a system.
an automated financial structure like a dividend portfolio, digital real estate, or an automated business process. Instead of bleeding cash to maintain appearances, a system operates independently of your time, continually looping resources back into your accounts. As long as your income relies on your personal time, you are just working in a gilded cage. To break out of that cycle, abandon the monuments completely and focus every ounce of capital on scaling your automated systems. Warren Buffett bought his home in Omaha in 1958 and still lives there today. Strategic avoidance of status symbols allows him to keep his capital flowing into the compounding systems that actually generate his wealth. Escaping the trap of high-income slavery means swallowing your pride, ignoring the urge to look successful, and pouring everything into assets that feed you in your sleep. Fast money creates loud noise. During the crypto boom, thousands of investors turned small stakes into massive windfalls overnight. They posted their account balances, bragged online, and immediately faced tax audits, physical threats, and extortion. The stress destroyed them, and the money vanished as quickly as it arrived. Real generational wealth requires extreme patience. Consider Ingvar Kamprad, the founder of IKEA. He built a net worth exceeding $58 billion. Yet he famously drove a 15-year-old Volvo, flew economy class, and clipped discount coupons at the grocery store. This lifestyle choice functioned as a tactical shield. By appearing unremarkable, Kamprad effectively neutralized the envy, lawsuits, and parasitic relationships that naturally follow visible multi-billionaires. When you genuinely possess financial security, the compulsion to prove your status to strangers disappears. Wealth that needs to be proven is rarely wealth that lasts. Let go of the need for public validation. Stop building monuments for people who don't care about you. Build your systems in the shadows, let your assets compound in silence, and let that silence become your empire.